Whenever I discuss anything to do with politics, I feel a bit like Green Day but with less Bush in it, so excuse my pseudo-pop-punk lyrics. Words, as written or spoken communication, can teach lessons or create abrasions. Beings ascended from spending millennia on oaks and shrugs, and when the only way to express love was from kissing or giving hugs. Well, now I've got this vocal system that gets bastardised, irrationalised, raped and misused to form crude expectations from those that lead nations who speak in lexical imitations. Words like friendly fire and POW take away the ability of the layman to understand it when the language they use is underhanded. How can you trust when the words they promote are candid? Leaders become led by the words that they've uttered, not the numbers of dead or mouths to be fed, because the slyness in their vocabulary is their bread and butter. They'll say what they think needs to be said to trap you with them, dropping words like family and freedom to up hopes, capture votes and raise opinions. But they're just cunning linguists performing cunnilingus on your ears to relay any fears, sexing up dossiers like it's part of a play of a perverted burlesque word display. Well, don't take it. Make your words stick, spread them thick, make people accountable for spouting bull. Use words against them to show them you won't stand for them or be represented by them, because they don't really care to represent you, although the Lexis, as intended, suggests they do. It's about having more money and power than they know what to do and feasting on crumbs from the marionette tabletop till they choke and spew. Well, let's hope they do, because to use language so frivolously, hedging around points till their conscience bleeds, suggests whichever national representative's in wants us freedomly challenged. About as free as CCTV will never allow you to be. But even CCTV sort of sounds pretty, to the point where it's not so much ironic, but borderline witty. So through ditching semantics like something of antiquity and replacing it with high-tech sounding spiels like droids or GDP, it's hard not to get ingrained in this society of everything you hear being part of this fucking hedging dictionary. Well, you've not fooled me, because in my head all I hear are the words you're trying to avoid being said, to the point where your hedging is null, void and dead. You can hide between the lines, but people will find that those lines are nothing more than prison bars of what you actually mean and not the phonemes and morphemes that you want to be seen. But I'm just a guy in a soapbox with a fistful of listeners, saying what I've noticed, but so have all of us. So be militant armed with adjective nouns and verbs, and I'll see you on the front line in this war of the words.